The other big story that we're tracking at this hour, in yet another crackdown in the PMC bank scam, the Enforcement Directorate has attached the property of HDIL promoters Sarang and Rakesh Wadawan near Mumbai. The latest property that is attached is called the Diwan Bungalow that sits on a 5-acre plot of land near Mumbai. This is the Wadhawan's second sprawling bungalow that is being attached by the ED after a similar bungalow in Alibag was attached earlier. My colleague Santia Gora joining us live with more input. So Santia, clearly the father-son duo had properties all around Mumbai. They were leading the high life. We have already listed out the number of assets that were attached earlier. But tell us more about the latest one in Vasai, I believe. Why was this particular property attached? What is the total worth, in fact, now of the attachments and seizures that have been made?
So, Afrida, there are two investigating agencies which are looking into this matter. One is EOW and one is ED. And both of them are, along with the probing, they are also making the provisional attachments of the properties here. So now if we talk about ED started with attaching 6 luxury cars of the Wadhawan's jewelry worth 60 crore rupees, 1 villa in Alibag, and now this is this bungalow which is in Vasai area near Mumbai city, and it's a property which is spread across 5 acres of land. Apart from that, if we talk about other attachments again by ED, 2 private jets of Wadhawan's are already attached to 1 yacht. ED has figured out that on Mauritius, Wadhawan's have 1 yacht also, and they have started the procedure to attach that also. Apart from that, if we talk about EOW attachments, so EOW is not restricted only to Wadhawan's, but they are attaching the properties and freezing the accounts of other accused as well. So here, if we talk about Wadhawan's, EOW has attached properties worth rupees 3,500 crores, and that is spread in areas like Vasai, Nalasopara, Virar. Apart from that, the bank accounts of Wadhawan's are frozen. If we talk about Varyam Singh, who was the chairperson of PMC Bank and the executive director of HDIL at the same time, one account of Wadhawan, that is one demat account, and the worth of that demat account was rupees 100 crore. That has been attached, that has been frozen by EOW. Apart from that, if we talk about Joy Thomas bank accounts are also frozen by EOW. Now, if we talk about EOW's all the bank accounts, all the provisional attachments, the worth of that is more than rupees 4,000 crores. That's the amount of property which is attached and bank accounts which are frozen by EOW. ED is also making these attachments. So now, if we talk about the properties being attached here, in fact, apart from that, because ED is looking into the money laundering angle, and it was EOW which gave them the lead. So most of these accused, especially Wadhawan's and Varyam Singh, they have foreign investment as well. So if we talk about Wadhawan's have a bungalow in London. Apart from that, if we talk about Varyam Singh, so Varyam Singh has 1 bungalow in UK, 1 bungalow in USA, and he has 1 hotel which is in his son's name in Canada. So these are the properties. If we talk about Joy Thomas, as of now, no foreign investment has been traced, but he has 4 flats in Pune. Afrida.
Right. Santia, thanks for giving us that update. In fact, like you said, the Wadhawan duo, father and son, clearly was leading the high life. They had sprawling bungalows, they had jets, they had yachts, and also, of course, a lot of clout because of their proximity to the higher-ups in the political class as well. So I want to go across now to Tanima, who will tell us more about the entire process that the ED and EOW has gone through. In the last 1 week, the Enforcement Directorate has attached assets belonging to the Wadhawans. Tanima will tell us more about the entire list of assets, in fact, that is now under the possession of ED and EOW. Some of it are provisional attachments, as Santia made it clear. Over to you, Tanima.
That's right, Afrida. As you were mentioning, and in fact, Santia also reported that a number of properties have in fact been attached by the Enforcement Directorate over the past few days, ever since they actually took over the case. Now, if you just look at some of the visuals over here, these are the visuals of the properties which have in fact been attached by the ED in this case, sprawling bungalows. Let me just take you through the details. There are, of course, the latest one to be attached is the one in Vasai, which has been attached by the ED. This sits on a 5-acre land. Then there is this, this again is the second bungalow which has been attached by ED. We also have this Alibag bungalow which has been attached by the ED earlier. If we look at, there's a 60 crore jewelry which has also been attached. That includes a 15 crore diamond ring. So these are some of the attachments which the ED has made. There are 13 vehicles, which also includes around 3 all-terrain vehicles which have been seized by the ED in this particular case, and 3 golf charts and 1 speedboat. So the number of vehicles, the number of sprawling bungalows and properties which have been attached by the ED in this particular case clearly gives a certain idea to our viewers about the amount of money that both the HDIL promoters had in fact been able to stack up over the years. And these are all seen, these have been attached provisionally by the ED, suspected to be proceeds of the crime, which is why they have been attached. And what we can of course see is that this is of course just the initial days into the investigation when these attachments are being made, and massive seizures which have taken place just over the course of the past 1 week, Afrida, which just gives us a bit of an idea about the scale of the investigation, or the crime rather, that the ED is looking at.
Right. So now we'll have to see what the next step is, because right now both the investigating agencies are still in the process of unearthing the assets and the properties of the accused. Tanima and Santia, thanks for joining us. As the investigating agencies intensify their searches, sources have told Mirror Now that HDIL promoters, PMC's former chairman Waryam Singh and the bank's former MD Joy Thomas made some major investments as well. The Wadhawans owned a bungalow in the UK, there's another one in the US, and a hotel in his son's name in Canada. Waryam Singh owned a bungalow in London, while Joy Thomas owned 4 apartments in Pune. Well, I want to bring in Santia once more, because Santia was mentioning about some of these properties that we are talking about here. Santia, first of all, give us an understanding on the other side, of course, of the bank authorities. Their properties are also under scrutiny, because this is a case of money laundering that happened because of clear connivance between these 2 entities, the promoters of HDIL and the PMC bank authorities. Tell us more about the attachment of properties on the part of Waryam Singh and Joy Thomas. Okay, I think we have lost the line with Santia. We're just trying to fix that. The point that we are making right now is that the investigating agencies are intensifying their searches. Some investments made by Joy Thomas and Waryam Singh are also under the scanner. Santia will talk more about that. Santia?
Yes, so if we talk about Waryam Singh, one account of Waryam Singh, that was a demat account in the beginning of the probe itself. EOW froze that account. The worth of that account is rupees 100 crore. Apart from that, his other bank accounts are also frozen by EOW much before his arrest. Again, if we talk about Joy Thomas, his bank accounts are also frozen by EOW, and EOW has found 4 flats in his name in Pune. But despite that, EOW is saying as far as disproportionate wealth is concerned, he as of now is not in the possession of something which he can't justify based on the position he had in a bank. But as far as Waryam Singh is concerned, he has foreign investments as well. Waryam Singh has 1 bungalow in UK, 1 bungalow in USA, and he has 1 hotel in Canada, which is in his son's name. Apart from that, in fact, Wadhawans also have foreign investments, and 1 such investment is a bungalow in London. As far as Joy Thomas is concerned, no foreign investment in his name has surfaced so far, but again, EOW is probing that line as well. Afrida.
All right, thanks for joining us with that. We'll have to leave it at that for now, and we'll see what the next step is now going further from here. Santia and Tanima will keep us updated. Thanks very much.